My name is Janet, aka Perkiperkins, and today on my channel I'm going to be doing a full face featuring a lot of new makeup. So if you want to see what I think and how I feel about all these new products, make sure you guys sit on back and enjoy the video. And don't forget, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, select all your notifications. This way YouTube notifies you the moment I do any uploads. But anyways, let's get to it and let's start this video that's already rolling because I forgot to do an intro. But anyways, as you guys saw, I started off by applying my primer, which I've been loving, the Benefit Cosmetics PoreFessional in the Lite. It is so nice and it's so blurring. And then to give me a little bit of glow and hydration, there's none other than the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I got shade 2.5. Now, I've been testing out for quite some more time now the Kosas Revealer Foundation. This foundation has SPF 25 along with hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, which are beautiful ingredients, especially for those with acne prone skin and also dehydrated skin. You guys, I love this foundation, especially for someone as myself that has combination oil to oily skin right now. In winter, more combination to dry, but it wears so beautifully throughout the day. I've done 10-12 hour wear tests and it lasts so nicely, and I can do it either set or unset. And in this video you'll see I even slightly brushed it under my under eyes and it looked so stunning. And oddly enough, this was actually a perfect color match for myself, and I have typically like an olive undertone. I'm amazed, in all honesty. Now, my OG favorite, the Revealer Concealer, and I have shade 2.5C, which I'm using. This is almost a perfect match to my base. And then I applied it first to spot conceal, and then I took it in my under eye area to cover up a little bit more of that darkness. It has a very nice creamy consistency. Now, both these products are considered medium to full coverage. You could build them up. In my opinion, they're more towards the medium coverage, and maybe you could build it up a little bit, but in my personal preference, I love a light medium coverage. It's beautiful. It looks more like your skin, but better without making it heavy or cakey, which is what I really love and appreciate. Now going in with the brand new Benefit Cosmetics Boi-ing Brightening on Under Eye Concealer, and I'm using shade Nectarine. This is supposed to help brighten the under eye and also help not be too dry or cakey, which I gotta say, you guys, I really love this. It's a little bit like a soft matte finish. That's the best I could describe it. It's not too drying. If you're someone like myself that tried the KVD, this is a great alternative because it gets the job done. It really helps hide those dark under eyes, and it just stays so nicely throughout the day. And it's again like a medium to full coverage, and it's also very lightweight, which I appreciate. Now I went with a very light layer, and I'm just buffing and blending it with my concealer brush from BK Beauty, and I brushed on the excess onto my eyelid. And again, as you can see right there, look at the difference between both eyes. All that darkness and all that bright redness around my eyes is gone. And if you guys want to, because I've been using it consistently, this video is literally a month old at this point, but you can even do some reverse contouring with this product. So I highly recommend you guys the Benefit Cosmetics Boi-ing Concealer, the brand new one, you guys, the brand new formulation, because the original Boi-ing Concealer was very mattifying. Like, I couldn't use that on my under eyes at all because I have very dry, mature under eyes. But this one's very beautiful. I have very minimal creasing, and it's usually after several hours. But I do have to make sure to set this bad boy. Now, going in again with the Holy Grail, my Pat McGrath under eye finish smoothing powder. This is beautiful. Again, you just go in very, very lightly and dust on the powder to make sure your under eye concealer is nicely set and it prevents creasing. Again, in my case, I'm more mature, so therefore I will have probably some creasing at the end of the evening. I'm now using the Patrick Ta She Sculpted Cream and Powder palette, and I'm using the cream side to help define my cheekbones and just to warm up the face. This is a beautiful formula. Again, it blends out super effortlessly, and it's one of my favorite products of all time, honestly. Like, this is what hooked me to Patrick Ta, is his cream formulations and his bronzers. Now, I would like to note, I do have affiliate links down below for most of these products that I'm featuring. If you guys do choose to use them, I would greatly appreciate if you guys would support the channel. I also recently became a Patrick Ta ambassador, so I do have an affiliate link with the company where you guys get free shipping, no minimum requirement, which is amazeballs in my opinion. Now, going in with my Merit Beauty Cheeky Blush. I'm obsessed. I love cream blushes altogether, but this blush is so pretty. It's so effortlessly. I personally prefer tapping it on the blush brush and then putting it on my face, because you have less chances of it lifting your base makeup, because it can happen sometimes, you guys. You never know if maybe it's a little bit dry or whatnot. So this makes it so much easier, and look, it just applies and blends effortlessly, and it wears beautifully throughout the day as well. So I love it. That was probably the best investment when I bought that clean beauty bundle from Sephora. It full size came in. Now, to set my face, another powder which I love is the One Size Translucent Setting Powder. This helps lock in my makeup all day. Now, I cannot use this on my under eyes because it can be a little bit too heavy, but for the rest of my face, this is golden. I love it, and I highly recommend it. They have a translucent, for lighter skin tones, and then they have a translucent for darker skin tones, and I just pat it onto my skin. All you need is a light dusting, basically, to make sure everything's in place. Now, to kind of help prep and plump my lips, I'm using the Lawless Beauty, the plump filler one. It's the one we got in BoxyCharm like a month or so ago. Now, I'm going to go in with the KAJA Beauty. This is their new little play stacks where it comes with the cream bronzer, a highlighter, and a powder blush, just to intensify that blush that I put down, because, toned down with the powder. I just added the powder blush from that KAJA, and look at how stunning. These products from KAJA are ultra pigmented, you guys. And again, I love their little bento stacks because they're easy and great for on the go, especially if you travel quite often. Like, beautiful. Now, I fast forward, did my eyebrows and stuff off camera. We're going to move on to the eyes. Now, to start off and do my base, because maturing eyes, you need to make sure you have a good clean canvas, which is my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair. This makes it so that my eyeshadows stay longer without creasing or having issues. And I did apply quite a bit, probably a little bit more than I normally do, but I wanted to make sure that everything was nicely prepped. Once I laid it down and kind of like mapped out what shape I was hoping on doing, I then tapped it out with I do a dry sponge, you guys. Yes, I'm weird, but most of the time I do a dry sponge. I tapped it out and make sure everything was ready and pressed. Now, I did pick up the Give by Gwen Stefani's Danger Zone eyeshadow. This is a cool tone, like smoky eye eyeshadow quad. Now, it is a very simple eyeshadow palette, but it totally fits Gwen and her style. So I really do appreciate that with her launch. Though I gotta say, I really wanted the Just a Girl eyeshadow, but when I went and purchased them, everything was sold out. It was just this one and then the other one, which I believe was even lighter. And I figured, you know what, let me give a cool tone palette a try. And I'm so glad I did. Now, I gotta say, the eyeshadows are very pigmented. They're very pigmented and they have some pickup, like quite a bit. So you got to make sure that you're actually tapping off your brushes, otherwise you're going to have a lot of fallout around your face. They do kick up quite a bit in the pan, and that's why I want to make sure you always like tap it off to make sure you don't drop it on your face, especially if you're going to do your eye makeup after your foundation. As you're seeing, I first start off with that white bone shade to kind of like set my concealer. I'm sorry, I can't talk. I used the cream base, and then I'm going in with that first taupey tone to kind of like shape out my crease, and just to kind of, you know, see how the color is feeling and how it's building up. And it's building up very nicely, and it's blending out so effortlessly. Now, I would like to comment, because I've been using the quad as times progress. Again, I actually did this video a day after the launch, and yeah, it's just taking me a hot minute. But anywho, there's a lot of things going on at the time. But I got a comment. You want to make sure you have an eyeshadow base laid down for these quads. Otherwise, the pigmentation's not going to be right, in my opinion, because I've used the quad with just like very minimal to virtually no concealer, not an eyeshadow base, and it didn't look nowhere remotely as good as even this is at this moment. But this taupey tone is very nice. I actually really do enjoy it. I've continued to use it on my light no makeup days, and again, it just gave your eyes a really nice dimension. I was shocked actually that I have enjoyed it. Then I went in with the second darker taupey shade. Now what's nice is you can distinguish the two colors, and I was able to deepen up the outer quarter and intensify my crease just a smidge, because I wanted to be able to, you know, create some depth without, you know, going into that dark gray, almost dark black tone. So before I move to the next shade, I'm going to just be going back and forth between the two taupey tones and the light bone shade to buff and blend to make sure it's nicely blended and it's at the gradient I'm looking for before I move on to that dark gray tone. Basically, for this grayish black tone that has a little bit of a shimmer, I don't know why they put the shimmer, it wasn't even noticeable. I'm using this this brush I got from Ipsy. I don't even know what brand it is, but it's more like a shader brush. It's a little bit soft, but it's not, it has like this nice little tip at the end, so that's why I liked it, because it's nice to make shapes and stuff around my eyes, because I have hooded eyes. But this is where you'll see, this is probably the most offender when it comes to kick up. Not only does it kick up like crazy on the pan, there was tons of fallout on my face, so I had to wipe it away quite a few times, and I don't normally lay powder on my under eye area, so I do have to make sure to wipe it off pretty fast, you guys. But again, after I got it to where I was looking for, I just buffed and blended for a bit until I was able to move on to brighten up my inner corner, basically. Now, I would like to note there is a portion that basically got cut off where I was finishing my makeup, so just to note, I will have all products that I used in this video, even those that are not on camera. So everything I used to create this look, I will have it linked and down in the description. This way, if you guys were looking for a particular product, you guys are aware what I actually used to create this look. Because right now I'm actually I put the plumping lip filler gloss thing from Lawless, and then I applied a lip liner you know, just to kind of like outline my lips and stuff like that before going in with the bullet lipstick, because I used the matte tone from Give, but that was cut out along with like the mascara and all that fun stuff. So I do apologize about that. It's just sometimes I forget things, you know what I mean? But yeah, so right now I did the Wonder Beauty black eyeliner, and then I went in with that dark grayish black, and I'm just like buffing and blending that liner out, and basically I set it. I got a note. I should not have used the 2 black eyeliners I ended up using in this video, you guys, because I don't know what's up with this. These 2 eyeliners, I've used them before, maybe they're too old, but the black started running into my eyeball. It was the weirdest thing. So I actually ended up discarding them after this video because they were like dripping into my eye, like it was melting. It was weird. Anywho, but yeah, so I was trying to create a line up on my top lash band without using a liquid, because I'm just not 100% comfortable with liquid. Sometimes if it's liquids, you know, if it's too shiny, it doesn't look good. But as you guys can see, look at the final results. I really loved how everything came out at the very end. Again, I did have some hiccups along the way, but overall the look was really stunning. Now I will have a blog post coming live here very soon. Well, I'll do a little bit more in-depth review on the Give line, because I do have several other products, and I'm also going to be doing reviews on other foundations and complexion products. So make sure you guys stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and I hope you guys take care, be safe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye.